Some footsteps don't echo because they're not supposed to be heard. Liam thought he lived an ordinary life in a quiet cul-de-sac. His new rental house was cheap, peaceful, and honestly, a little too boring. He slept like a heavy stone every night, the type of person who wouldn't wake up even if a parade marched through his hallway. But the first strange thing happened when he woke up to find his bed moved a couple of inches from the wall. Then it happened again. And again. His bedroom window, the one he always kept locked, would be slightly open by morning. He kept telling himself it was the wind, because admitting anything else would mean accepting something much worse. Then one morning, he found muddy footprints on his floor. Tiny ones at first, then larger adult-sized ones. They led directly from the window to the foot of his bed and stopped right there. Like someone had been standing over him, watching, waiting. That whole day, he felt the weight of invisible eyes on him. Every shadow seemed too long. Every creak in the house felt intentional. But he still refused to panic, convincing himself it was all in his head. That night, he fell asleep early, hoping the weirdness would stop if he just ignored it. But around midnight, something dragged him awake. Not a noise, not a touch, a presence. Like someone had stepped into his space, breathing the same air, hovering inches away. He opened his eyes slightly and instantly regretted it. He couldn't move. He was frozen, fully aware but completely paralyzed. His breath shallow, his heart loud, his body locked like it didn't belong to him anymore. Through that small slit of vision, he saw his bedroom door creeping open. Something entered, a tall, thin silhouette. The posture was wrong, bent in ways no human should bend. It moved toward his bed with slow, careful steps, then crouched down beside him, close enough for him to feel the pressure of its presence on his skin. The thing leaned in, its breath soft and steady, like this wasn't its first time, like it knew exactly how long he'd stay frozen. After a long moment, it whispered, "You're almost ready, just a few more nights." Then it stood, drifted back into the hallway, and dissolved into the dark, as if it belonged there. Liam could finally move again. He didn't scream. Shock held him in place. The house was silent. Too silent. The next morning he called his landlord, but instead of sounding alarmed, the landlord casually said, "Oh, the last tenant complained about things like that too. It's probably just sleep paralysis. Happens in old houses." As if that was supposed to make anything better. That night, Liam locked every door and window, even shoved a chair under his bedroom handle, and for the first time, he set his phone to record while he slept. He woke up terrified to press play. But he did. On camera, he slept peacefully for a while. Until 2:13 a.m. The bedroom window slid up. Slow. Quiet. Precise. A figure climbed through. Tall. Stretched. Moving with practiced familiarity, like someone returning home. It walked straight to his bed and stood over him, just watching. For minutes. Then it leaned down and brushed its fingers gently through his hair. Not aggressive. Not rushed. Almost affectionate. Then the moment that nearly stopped his heart. At 2:19 a.m., The figure turned toward the camera and smiled. Not surprised to be filmed, not angry, just a calm, knowing smile, as if it had been waiting for Liam to finally see it. Then it whispered to the camera, 14 years, and you still don't remember me. Liam froze. 14 years ago, he had one memory he always pushed away. As a child, he once sleepwalked into the woods behind his parents' house. He remembered waking up in front of a stranger, a tall shadow kneeling beside him, touching his face gently and whispering, "I'll come find you someday." His parents said it was a dream, a childish nightmare. But nightmares don't climb through windows. Liam grabbed his keys, ran barefoot into the night, and didn't stop until sunrise. He never went back. He didn't take his things. He didn't check the house. He didn't even report it. Because how do you tell someone the thing visiting you isn't a ghost or a burglar? It's someone you met when you were too young to understand that some promises should never be kept. Voiceover whispered, "If something watches you long enough, eventually it thinks you belong to it." So tell me, what if someone steps into your room every night and you're just the only one who doesn't wake up? Subscribe to The Digital Nightmare before your screen goes dark.